Welcome back. A local veteran is now an author. His book, Kilroy Was Here, will soon be in West Michigan bookstores, with a portion of the proceeds going to veteran charities. Fox 17's Marisa Oberly has a closer look tonight.
Each person's life story is filled with different chapters. For Brett Allen, his includes growing up in Fremont, going to college at Michigan State University, enrolling in their ROTC program, and eventually commissioning into the U.S. Army. In 2009, he deployed to Afghanistan as a cavalry captain, spending a year there before moving back to West Michigan and starting his family in Ada.
I'd always wanted to serve.
But Brett considers his military chapter one of the most important, as it's literally helping him write his next chapter as an author.
Without the mental discipline I got there, I probably wouldn't have completed the book.
Brett began writing Kilroy Was Here after he returned from Afghanistan, only recently finishing it and signing on with a publisher. He wanted to show a different side of the war, explaining most war books only talk about heroic actions or broken soldiers.
I feel like that was a voice that was underrepresented, so that's what I've tried to capture here. Show some of those absurdities, some of the more comical moments that happen on deployment to war, and hopefully give voice to a lot of veterans who may feel like they didn't leave an impact, but they really did, because they helped keep the machine moving along.
He says it's loosely based off of his experience there.
Kind of like me, was a combat officer who had assumed he would go to Afghanistan, experience combat, and have this heroic experience, and then he was relegated to a desk job, and then it follows him through the kind of the absurdities and the bureaucracy of a year deployed. It's, I guess, a little more dark humor than what people would probably expect.
Over the next 2 weeks, Kilroy Was Here will make its way into bookstores across West Michigan. Brett pledging to donate 25% of his earnings to two veteran charities, the Gary Sinise Foundation and the Grand Rapids chapter of Team RBW.
I am very lucky in that I came home largely unaffected from my war experience. And some folks were not so lucky. So I feel like it's important to give back.
He hopes the book unites each reader's different chapters.
We've all had a rough year, the pandemic, the protests, the election commercials. People could use some levity. My hope is that people will pick it up and it'll make them laugh.
Marisa Oberly, Fox 17 News.
Great thing that he's doing. For a list of the stores that book will be carried in, you can head to fox17online.com. It is also available on Amazon.